I'm Debbie from thehomeofinteriors.co.uk, and this video is going to give you an overview of our silent gliss curtain tracks with wall returns for a room darkening solution. Our room darkening curtain tracks with wall returns are designed to block light with a continuous, smooth curve back to the wall. And I'll just show you an example here of the silent gliss 1280 track. So this straight bit of track is where your curtains will sit. So I'll just face that towards me now. And then as you can see, there's two lovely, smooth, continuous bends that bring that track back to your wall. A typical straight track, you would have light seepage between the wall and the back of the curtains. So bringing the curtains back to the wall just eliminates that side, the light coming through the side. Each track has its own bend radius. Slimmer tracks, we can get a tighter bend on slimmer tracks, and this means that the curtains will sit closer to the wall than on some of the larger track profiles. And I'll talk you through those shortly when I talk you through the track options. All of the tracks can be ceiling fixed, but please note there still may be some light ingress between the curtains and the track. So it's not total black, this isn't a total blackout solution, but it will enhance your room and it will increase the room darkening. If you're wall fixing, light will still come up between the wall and your curtains. You will still get light seepage above, so it's ideal for use with a pelmet. So these tracks with return to walls are ideal for bedrooms, children's rooms and nurseries, where room darkening is advantageous for better sleep. They're also great for media rooms and home cinemas, for shift workers who want to darken their room during daylight hours, for light sensitive spaces and for use with pelmets. To get the best benefit out of the room darkening tracks, we would recommend you put a blackout lining or specify a blackout fabric for your curtains. And please see our website for more information on our made-to-measure curtain making service. So I'm just going to talk you through the track options. So this is the Silent Gliss 1080 track, and this is the bend radius on this track is 100mm, and this is the tightest bend that we can get on the tracks. So this one will sit, and the back of the track will sit approximately 12.5 centimetres away from the wall. So it can be ceiling fixed, or it is compatible with the Silent Gliss 120mm Smart Fix bracket should you wish to wall fix it. If you opt for the wall fix option, on the website we will ask you if you'd like to upgrade to the square Smart Fix option, and this just has a smaller back plate than the standard Smart Fix bracket, so it's just more discreet, and you just don't get the stem of the bracket protruding beneath the track as you do with the standard bracket. So that's just an option. The other track that is suitable for wall fixing is the Silent Gliss 6010. Please note that these brackets are moving around at the moment, these Smart Fix brackets, but obviously they're just not fixed to a wall, so hence they've got some movement there. So this track is suitable for wave curtains, and it is the 200mm Smart Fix brackets that are available as the wall fix option with the 6010 track. And that is due to the 150mm bend radius, so we can't get the bend quite as tight as we can on the 1080, but still it is a nice, a nice smooth curve, and it doesn't protrude too far into your room. But these will be supplied on the 200mm brackets. Then we have some tracks that are only suitable for ceiling fixing, mainly because there isn't a bracket long enough for wall fixing, taking into account the bend radius. So this is the Silent Gliss 1280 track, and then we have the Silent Gliss 6840 track, which has the same bend radius as the 1280 track. It's got that nice curved profile, so it's a popular option. These two tracks will sit approximately 23 centimetres from the wall, and that's from the wall to the back of the track. So that does sound like quite a large projection. But if you've got a wide windowsill or a radiator underneath your window, for example, that may be suitable. With the larger distance away from the wall, this track lends itself beautifully to the layering. So we do have a video on layering where we put a straight track behind the side returns, enabling you to layer a voile with a main curtain. So please watch our video specifically on layering should you be considering two tracks. Then we also have the Silent Gliss 30mm Metropole. Again, this is available as a double track for layering, and again this has a large bend radius, so it's a 25cm bend radius, so it does bring the track quite far into the room, and this one would sit approximately 28.5cm from the wall to the back of the track. But on a larger scale window, that can be proportionate. And again, if you've got a windowsill or a radiator, then again, just taking into account the distance between the wall and the radiator, that may actually suit your requirements. So I'm just going to show you just a couple of the tracks next to each other, just to show you how, the difference between those radius. So this is the 1080 with the bracket on, and then the 6840 is the top one. So as you can see, that we can get the 1080 much closer to the wall than the 6840, but it still is a room darkening solution with the wave curtain option if you wanted to consider the 6840. So how to order these tracks? We just need one measurement from you, which is the end to end of the curtain track. So if I just show you on this 1080 example, it'll be from here to this point here. So that distance is what we need you to enter in the exact track length box on the website when ordering. We do have some guidance on how to measure your curtain track and how to work out what that distance should be. So please see the measuring guide tab on each of the product pages. We recommend you add a certain amount on beyond your window aperture, but when doing this, please ensure that you are taking into account the curve on these tracks, and just make sure that you have added enough beyond your window recess that you're comfortable with. If you're not sure at all, then please do get in touch. Please send us your measurements and we can send you a diagram to show you how your track will be made. And if you want to send us a photo, that would be great. And we can just do a double check before you commit to order. If you'd like to get in touch, please email sales@thehomeofinteriors.co.uk or call us on 01590 615 775, and a member of the team would be delighted to help. The email is probably the best, and sending a photo with your measurements at the same time would be great, and that will just enable us to visualise your space. So once you have your end-to-end measurement, our software will then work out what your track length is going to be. And it is going to be longer than your wall-to-wall measurement, because by the time we put the curves in, it does add something to your track length. But this is all worked out and included in the price. The two bends are also included in the price, so everything is done on the website for you. The only on cost will be if you decide to opt for the wall fixed brackets. These are more expensive than the ceiling fixed, so there is just an on cost for those. We have also put examples on the website of various track lengths, and then how to show those track lengths and then how the tracks will be made, taking into account the return bends. So please do view the website, as there are some useful diagrams on each of the product pages so that you can see exactly how your track is going to be made. If you're ordering one of the tracks, whether that be the Silent Gliss 6010, the 6840 or the Silent Gliss Metropole, those are the three options we have, and with the return to wall suitable for wave curtains. Please do allow enough space for the wave. The folds on the wave means that you need space in front and behind the track, so just make sure that you have left enough space for the curtain at the front of the track. The front to back measurement of the wave is on the website as well, so there is a chart to give you some guidance on that. With regards to layering, as I said, there is a separate video on layering, but we have specified some straight tracks to sit behind the curved track to enable you to achieve that layered look. So this can be great to give you flexibility in shading and privacy throughout the day, and also to enhance the energy efficiency of your room with layers. We hope you found this video useful and informative. If you have, please do give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to be kept up to date with new product news, product information and useful hints and tips for your interiors. Thank you very much for watching.